going to be answering all your questions.
I didn't collect certificate until 9 weeks after.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, my name is Timmy, and with me here today is my husband. Feels good to say that, I know. Anyways, you're welcome to the channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel before you leave, and also like this video if it interests you, okay? And you guys, this is me physically telling you, like, face to face, thank you so much for the love on our relocation vlog. Well, not my relocation vlog, Mr. O's relocation vlog. You guys, I got a lot of views on that particular video in a short period of time.
We are getting a lot of views.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm very amazed. Thank you all so much. I do not take your love for granted. I really appreciate you all. If you haven't seen the video, I'm going to be linking it up in the cards so you can see it and enjoy for yourself. Today we're going to be answering all your questions. So breakdown of what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about how we navigated long distance relationship, the things we did, how we made sure that the fire stayed burning. Anyways,
Kept the fire alive.
Yeah, kept the fire alive, like Mr. O said. So yeah, we're going to talk about everything we did. We didn't do much actually, but I mean, we're still going to share all we did with you guys, and then we're also going to be sharing with you application process, from how we applied in getting here, the questions it was asked at point of entry, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start from when I left. How we met, that's very far. If you want us to do a story on how we met, which is very funny by the way, I think we should actually drop it in the comment section if you want to hear how we met.
Okay.
Drop it in the comment section. So our relationship was going on 3 years when I left the country, and obviously before I left we had already started talking about, oh, what's the plan. Actually we wanted to get married.
Okay, so we wanted to get married before she left?
Yeah, it was in the plans. We were thinking about it. But at the time, my parents had not like officially met him, and they had not like approved of the relationship, basically. So there was no way we could have gotten married, especially because we didn't have enough time. Yeah. So I was going to travel in January of 2022. Yeah, but because of the school issue, cars and all of that, I had to push it down to September of 2022. So I left September of 2022. But a few days to me leaving was when my parents finally met him, and things started getting better in terms of their relationship, his relationship with my parents and all of that. So even though we had plans, we wanted to do a court wedding before I left, but
didn't permit. So
yeah, time didn't permit. There was a lot of background, what's it called, to sort out before we could say we wanted to get married. So after I traveled, the plan was for him to like start applying for jobs. Mr. O right here is an IT man. He does UX design. The plan was for him to like apply for jobs here. Hopefully we're going to find one that will sponsor him to come to the UK, and we're going to start our lives together, and maybe, you know, now like properly plan towards our wedding and all of that. So what happened after?
Application went from back to back.
Yes.
Everything was like my second home address.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't easy because of location. Yeah.
That was one of it. We also weren't sure like how to go about the process of applying. Like quite alright, we were applying, but I feel like we were doing it wrongly.
Doing it wrongly was not really the case. I think it was majorly because of
location. Some people even got back to you.
Yeah.
Some people got back to him to say, unfortunately, we want someone who is based in the country or who has UK experience. All that stuff.
Back to back.
Yeah. We knew that we had to put an end to the long distance because it was already becoming too stressful, even though we had it figured out somehow, and we were trying to make the long distance relationship work. So babe, I'm going to ask you, what were the things we did to make it work? What were the actions we took? How did we go about it? What do you think helped our long distance relationship?
The first thing I know that helped us is the fact that both of us actually, I know that I got to the point where I knew that, okay, well, this is the person I'm actually going with, and this is the person I'm going for. And I think she got to that point too.
Yeah.
So that made it easy. So
to an extent, it wasn't like
it's not like it will be totally easy, because there's still the work to be done, but it will make the work seamless. So the work there will be majorly communication. Just communicate. We communicated
a lot.
I mean, there was no day that we did not talk. No day.
And I feel like communication sounds very cliche when people in relationships tell you, oh, if you want to make this work, communication. If you want to do this, communication. If you want this, communication. But like, honestly, it cannot be overemphasized. Aside from long distance, anyways, like we built that communication aspect from the scratch. Like I was telling you that, I think the day I realized that we're officially 4 years. I told him that. So this means that we've been talking every single day for the past 4 years. Literally. Yeah, except there's like maybe phone glitch or internet glitch or
even when there's
I don't know. Yeah, we always found a
talk.
way to talk. Yeah, we always found a way to
talk. Even if it's just for a few seconds or a few minutes, rather.
Still on communication, I'll say that we also we were not only talking because whenever we had something interesting to talk about or something fun to talk about. Like for me, I'm the kind of person that if something is wrong with me, I would just pull out somehow. But being with him taught me that you have to talk about everything. It's not when things are sweet or when there's a particular thing you want to talk about that you talk about it. So whether we have sweet things, we talk about it. Whenever we have things that we're not very comfortable with, we still talk about it. He always says, I can only understand if you tell me. Like, I can only know how you're feeling per time if you tell me. If you don't tell me, there's no way I will know. So I feel like I've also added that to my life in general. If I have anything wrong with me, if there's anything I have, or if I have any issues with anybody, I'll just go straight and talk to them about it. So I was just going to add that. So you were going to say we didn't have any assumptions. So I feel like that's still on communication. That's the kind of tied to communication.
Of course it is.
So if any of us had anything we were not comfortable with, we never assumed. We always
Mm.
asked.
There's no cooker in your head that will cook. Don't cook anything in your head. Don't cook anything.
No assume.
Cook nothing. So as it comes to your mind, just say it out. Like this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. What exactly is this? What exactly is that? This and that and
Do you want to give an example?
An example? Do I want to give an example? About an assumption. I think I know where you're going to.
Yes.
But I'm not going there. I'm not. There's a reason I'm not going there. I'll tell you about it after. But
okay. But at the end of the day, I appreciate the fact that at the time, this issue that we're talking about, he didn't want to assume. So he just went on and just asked, basically, and said, okay, so this is what I think is going on. Tell me what it is, basically. And we spoke about it and sorted that issue out. So is there any other thing you feel like helped? We laughed a lot. We made each other laugh a lot.
Yeah. One thing I know what that does is that it makes you want to be in the presence or in the presence of that person. Like it makes you want to talk to that person. Yeah, when you laugh, you want to go. That's
so we laughed a lot, and I feel like that's why it's also important when people say, oh, marry your friend, be with your friend, date your friend. It's very important. We talk about everything, we laugh about a lot of things, we joke about. As much as we joke, we're also serious when we know that it's time to be serious. So I feel like hate you. I hate this one. No, what was that for? What was that for?
Anyway, so what I was saying.
No, you have to redeem me. You want to share me.
We pray. Actually, we pray.
Yeah, we pray a lot as well. Any other thing that we did to keep the spice and fire burning?
Spark alive.
We watched a lot of movies together.
Yeah, we watched movies from start to finish, like series.
We watched a lot of movies together, and I'm somebody who
will be like,
this
one we are watching today. I'll be like, another Nigerian movie, it's okay, let's go.
So as much as I was very busy, it was also very busy at work as well. It was busy with work. I was busy with school and work. We picked first Friday of the month or last Friday. Was it on Mondays?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think
it was on Friday.
We were supposed to be praying on Mondays. Yeah.
Prayer was for Mondays. So like no matter what we do, we always met every Mondays to like pray. Even though like to be honest, I'm not even going to me and say it was easy. It was very hard because sometimes I'll go from my own side, I'll go for a shift on Sunday night, come back on a Monday morning. And obviously I'm famished. We used to we used to try to pray and fast, even though the fasting didn't how do I say it? It was not very consistent. We were not very consistent with fasting, but we always tried to meet up to pray. So Monday was for prayers and Friday was for movies. So no matter what we're doing, Fridays I would have picked movies since the beginning of the week. I would have told him, oh babe, we're watching this movie on Netflix on so day. And how did we used to do it? I would connect. I would obviously be talking to him on my phone. I would open my Netflix on my laptop. Yeah, of course, video calls. I would open my Netflix on my laptop. He would open his Netflix on his TV, and then it would be on video call. So seeing each other's faces as well as be watching the movies, it was just a lot. It was stressful. I know. Like I remember a friend even recommended one app like that. I can't remember the name of the app. She was like, "You guys, it should be easier than this. Life should not be this hard." And then I think we tried the app, but I don't know what happened. We couldn't. We
were already old school. We already Netflix and
video calling. Is there anything else you say helped our long distance relationship? Apart from obviously. We've mentioned communication, we've mentioned no assumptions, we've mentioned the fact that we prayed and played together a lot. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, so I feel like another thing that helped us is that we had an end in mind. Like, as much as we're not even sure of how the end was going to be, we still had an end in mind. We knew that we're not ready to do it for long, right? Which brings us to our next point. We decided that it was time to get married.
Okay.
Yeah, so since we were getting a lot of rejections for jobs, what's the next best thing that we can do? Like, I mean, at that point we were both sure. I was sure that I wanted to be with him. He was sure that he wanted to be with me. So we decided that okay, what can we do to just like hasten this process? Like, not like hasten it at the end of the day, because I don't feel like it was by our power. I know it was just God's grace the entire time. Yeah, but the next best thing that came to mind was, okay, we have this option open. So we decided that we're going to get married, and obviously the only way that we knew to go about it was for me to go home. It was two ways. Either it comes on a visit or I go home. It was just easier to go home. For him, we would have to now start the process of showing doing proof of funds, showing what's it called, like, well, just a lot. All I had to do was to just buy a plane ticket and just come home. And since I already have my BRP, so it was, thinking about it, it was more cost effective to go home rather than him coming for a visit. Yeah, it made more sense. So I went home. Actually, the plan was for us to do a simple wedding, cut wedding. We said it was going to be cut and intro, and then everybody at first agreed. We were like, okay, yeah, sure, cut wedding it is. And then my parents came and said,
we don't have a lot of people come around, so why not the intro?
We're not going to. No, we're not going to.
A small hall.
No, it was first. Let's use our compound.
That's it.
So my parents were like, Also, we have a lot of people coming.
Our family is kind of large.
Mother's family is large, dad's family is large.
Bringing them together in this compound is going to be somehow. And
we
were planning for rainy season. So it's around June, July. So we felt, what if it rains? Just a lot of those things. Just to like move it to a hall.
And then like we're like, okay, fine.
The next decision was that, okay, so since you're already doing intro
in the hall, since you're already doing it in the hall,
the difference between intro and engagement is not much.
Not much.
It's just that we just give you a list and you buy those things. We'll make sure the list is not much. So we do the intro and the engagement. Same.
Believe Yoruba parents at your own risk. At your
So we just know that we have done everything. That's what they said. We just know that we have done everything. You don't have to go, come back, and then you guys don't go gather money, come back again. You know you have done everything. Okay, small hall, small intro, plus engagement. I play. That small hall went to big hall. Ah, God. Anyways, they switched this small hall to a big hall, and I was like, no, we don't have budget for a big hall though. We don't have budget for big, because if you're going to do it in a big hall, that was going to be a big wedding. We're going to have a lot of people come around.
Yeah, like, and then obviously we're trying to like cut costs because, I mean, at the end of the day, the reason I'm going home for the wedding is so that he can join me. So if I spend plenty money on the wedding, I'm still going to like do, like I think, I'm going to make a video of things I wanted at my wedding and things I didn't want. Again, if you want me to make a video like that, if you want to, just drop it in the comment section. I did for you, okay? Making 2 videos. If you guys tell me that you want to hear it or you want to listen to it, drop it in the comment section. I'll make it for you. So let's just fast forward to the wedding. So I mean, we got married a little bigger than
our budget. The hall grew from 45 to 250. Right? Anyways,
that's not what we are talking about today, okay? Anyways, we got married, we did the wedding, and I came back to the UK. The plan was for us to go through the process in 1 month. Not long after I left, we went here because we wanted to start the application process ASAP.
And usually,
so
TB results, that the certificate comes out the exact day that you go for the test. But in my own case, I got there. I didn't collect certificate until 9 weeks after.
And that was because of the delay, the extra delay.
Because of whatever it is they saw, they said I'll need to go do the sputum test. Went back for the sputum test. Sputum test will take 10 weeks.
I was like, what? Please, how long is 10 weeks a month? 2 months and 2 weeks. And I was like, so you mean after this open season, I'm still going to wait 2 months? Bear in mind that it was at that point that we started hearing a lot of UK policies, UK immigration policies saying that they were going to stop dependent visa.
It was like
So I was like, no way. Like all the money that we have spent would not no, impossible. So I like all those things were just like running through my mind, and I was like, God I beg. I just started crying. I was so emotional. I was like, no way. And bear in mind that I also had like financial stuff I was dealing with, so it was just for him to come and support me because like it was already becoming too much for me. And then when I thought things were going to become like better, IOM comes up with a whole 10 weeks of waiting. Knowing that, we now decided, okay, you know what, we're just going to pray. Like they've given us 10 weeks. Let's just start praying that it will come out in 4 weeks. It will come out in 5 weeks. It will come out in 6 weeks. So we started praying, and then every morning I would ask him, "Are you coughing? Is it doing you to cough?" And he was like, "Oh no, there's nothing wrong. It's as healthy as it can ever be." We spoke to some people, and they said, "Oh, it happens. That to be honest, it's not new." So went for the 3 days sputum test back to back. And then what happened?
And then we had to wait.
And then we had to wait.
Begun.
Yeah.
After the very last sputum specimen. 2 weeks after that, we started proof of funds.
So that's while we were waiting for the tuberculosis test certificate to come out. By faith, yeah.
So it was at that same time that I got my ticket. Faith.
You guys, yeah.
What we did with the ticket was we sat down, we calculated for 9 weeks.
We calculated that by 9th week we were already going to have our certificate, and our 28 days for proof of funds was already going to be complete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, 8th week I went back there and they still said so. I was blessed actually, because as at the time I got there, another person came that has been waiting for almost 12 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So it was, I just clinched with the woman. So all the checking that they were checking for the woman, they were checking for me too. So eventually they told me that I'll need to come back because I'll need to receive a mail. However, at the same time, the person that was checking for us had already told both of us that we should come back the following week, that it would have been ready.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because I think they added just the two of us together, Grace. So I went back the following day, the following week. And
did they ask you for the mail?
Name, something.
That is
he asked me for the mail. They did not send me any mail eventually.
Like Nigeria.
Then I got there, they said I should have my seats. I sat down, they requested for my passport. The guy went through all the what's it called. He said it's going to take him time because I didn't have a reference number. I said somebody that's supposed to send the mail already said that it's going to be ready. Now I said, okay, now reach the person. I think the person now searched through his whatever it is and sent him the reference.
Right.
So the reference now used to get me the certification.
Okay.
I got the certification.
Yeah,
I'm certificates. No, certification. I was certificated. Certificates. You know that I'm TB free.
Yeah.
So I got that and then we bounced. Now application that to me that I had already spent all the money that I had with me, and I didn't want to spend the money for the POF and stuff.
We're now stuck on like gathering money for
apply.
What's it called? Visa fee and NHS fee.
Yeah. And
we now started. Hey God, we're thinking where are we going to find this money? Where are we going to find this money? But to God be the glory, it came through. Yeah, it actually did. Like the way it even came through, unexpected. I'm telling you, unexpected.
And that came a week after we planned that we were going to apply.
Yeah, actually. So we're already 1 week behind.
Exactly.
The plan was for us to apply like 26th, 27th of October, just so that we'll give UKVI their 3 weeks. And then
the following week was the first week of November. Yeah. And we already had 14th booked
for our tickets. Yeah.
We didn't change it.
What we said was we're going to give them time. We're going to wait till 13th or 14th. If it doesn't come out still by that time, we'll call them and let them know that we want to change our tickets. But obviously it was going to cost us more money, so we decided that we know fit. Let's just pray. Let's just wait on God and pray that this thing will come out before 14th.
And lo and behold, on the 12th, mail came in and your visa was ready. If not that I was on the island on that day, I would have gone back to Kenya straight. So Monday morning, first thing, boom, dashed out to Kenya,
collected the passport.
It didn't even take up to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I took it to the car. I think you must have seen that video.
Yeah, I think so. They must have.
Cool.
So he called me and then voila, we had our passport. And honestly, because it's never late, it's always on time. Because like, what are the odds? Because like we were legit telling him that God, I mean, we don't have any other money to pay for ticket to add to this money for ticket, and God did just that for us. Like we got our passport and everything right on time, and it traveled, and here we are today.
I got the visa on Monday. I traveled the following day. That was on Tuesday.
So we didn't even have enough time to prepare.
Even that one, telling people that I got my visa, people will be like, congratulations. So when I travel tomorrow? You'll be like,
And I feel like it's because of the timing, because who gets their visa
and travels tomorrow?
Yeah.
My sister was like, you must be joking. I'm not
joking.
I'm leaving tomorrow. You mean you have gotten since
Like, anyway,
so that's how it
so that was how the entire process went, and honestly, I won't say like we knew what we were doing, like, or we had a plan. So yeah, that was it. I got a few questions, like I said. I feel like we've already talked about most of the questions we got. So I'm just going to quickly run through it. First question here says, how did you guys cope with the distance? You already mentioned this in... we've answered that. If you've been watching from the beginning, you already know how we coped with the long distance.
I like this. Mr. Head needs. How has Obodo been?
How has it been?
Cold.
It's cold. It's chill. It has been very cold for you.
It's been quite cold, but not how do I say that? It's not unbearable.
Managing, yeah.
So it's not been unbearable. It's I mean, it's been okay with jacket and stuff, you know. And when it comes to lifestyle, I've noticed a lot of difference. As in, man,
a lot. If I've just uploaded, I have a video going up today, and you see how he has just been talking about. Oh my goodness, this country is.
As in, it's
a lot better than where we're coming from.
Yeah, when it comes to relationships with people around, the courtesy with which people, you know, relate with you, and the courtesy with which you relate with others, it's just embedded in the system. You're just cautious of the fact that we find these are another human being. Right? You just respect every other person. You know, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Now the next question is not a question, but you guys look absolutely good together. Thank you. The next question here says, you guys, shade did the husband man landed. You people make way. What's that?
Why are you laughing? Do you know what mekwe is?
I don't know. What's mekwe? What's mekwe?
Did you dance? Is that mekwe?
I don't know. What's mekwe? The person that asked this question, I'm going to call you out. I am official Debs. Deborah!
Mekwe. Please tell
Drop in the comment section what mekwe means. I will answer your question. Okay? Thanks. The next one here says, did you tell UKVI you were single initially? If yes, how did you now bring him in since you declared single initially? So I don't think this matters, because obviously when I applied as a single person, so I declared that I was single, and I feel like it only makes sense. Like, I got married after I was single at some point during my studies, right? I got married and I want my husband to join me. So I don't think it matters as long as you got married genuinely. Okay,
so just to buttress, her application is one, my application is another.
There are two different things.
So she applied as a single entity, which was okay. However, when I was applying, the person I'm claiming that I'm married to, am I really married to the person? Those are the things they want to see.
They want to know.
They won't go back and say,
this
why did
person
she say she was single? Why did she? It's not like giving birth. Like you say that a 12-year-old is not your child, and you cannot prove the fact that you adopted that child. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even if you can prove the fact that you adopted the child, they won't go back and say that child was with another father or with another parent before. So that's your application is one thing. Ours is another
thing. But I feel like the only thing I had to do was to write a consent letter saying that he's my husband and he will be joining me
as the requirements. The marriage certificate. Account statement, consent letter. Those are the very much required ones.
Documents.
And the
TB certificate and my BRP.
Tuberculosis certificate.
Yes.
Those are the very required
my BRP
ones.
as well.
Then her details.
Yeah.
All the BRP, data page, whatnot, and all those things.
For me.
Address.
Yes. That will prove that I'm actually a student here.
Yeah. So those ones were the major ones.
Some other documents that we added were not requested, but we added them just because we needed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that we are actually married. Yes, so some of these documents include
pictures that we sent.
Yeah, so we added our pictures. We started from the beginning, like courtship pictures, proposal,
wedding,
traditional wedding. So what we did was to name all those and grouped it. Just like had the heading, and then we just had those pictures. So for our traditional pictures, the heading was traditional pictures, and then we put all as many pictures as we could. We didn't put so much. I think we put
just a page.
Yeah, we put 6 of each heading.
A page of each PDF page.
Yeah.
So each heading for one particular page.
Page.
Like, I think 6 pictures per
page. Yeah. So we just like added that to improve our chances of getting his visa approved. So yeah, and then the visa came out in how many days, babe? The visa came out in, like we said, in a week. Yes, it came out in a week, just in time, like we already mentioned.
It was not 6 days or 7.
Yeah.
I submitted it. Oh no, a week and a day or 2.
Yeah. So just to say that, to be honest, it wasn't that deep, because we watched a lot of videos saying that, oh, the process is now tedious, the process is now, just have the document and be genuine. Yeah, it wasn't tedious for us. Yeah, I would say be genuine. I would say have all your documents put together when you want to make your application. The last question here says, congratulations, dear. Please let us know the questions it was asked at the immigration.
By immigration, you mean
point of entry.
Point of entry.
Yeah.
Remember we said that we moved immediately after we got the visa, so there was no time to even sit down and prep and stuff. So as at the time I left, all I had in mind was the point of entry, or the point of entry would be at Newcastle. Only for me to get to Heathrow, and then boom, I was in front of immigration. What is going on here? So the next thing was the person I want to go and see. When did we get married? I told her the date. There was a woman. I told her the date. She asked me for pictures, picture proof. I went to my phone. Lo and behold, all the pictures that I've been viewing were from the link that the photographer sent me. And as at then, there was no line or no internet or anything. So I checked through my gallery and there was not much, just a handful of engagement pictures. And she was like, okay, I've seen these ones. Is there any other ceremony? I said, yes, there's another one. They showed me the pictures. There was no pictures to show. So I rambled, went from WhatsApp to WhatsApp to WhatsApp. Maybe I've sent to her and I didn't get. As at that time was already going. And you know how it is with all these immigration guys. She was already feeling like maybe this one is lying or stuff like that. While I was scrolling through the pictures, I saw her data page. And I told her, okay, this is the person I'm going to meet. This is my wife. She now collected my phone. That was when she now started asking me all the details on the data page. And I gave her all the answers that she needed. She asked when we met. I told her that. She asked them, so you guys have been together since then? I said yes. So how many years is that? I told her that. Okay, fine. So any other picture? I said, that was when I now remembered. Come to think of it, the whole album is with me now. It's in my bag. I just brought down my bag, brought out the whole album, gave it to her. She went through, she said, this is only engagement. I said, no, look at it very well. It's more than engagement. Everything is there, even courtship. She was now, oh, okay. That was when she now said, okay. Alright then. After that, she asked for my financial, what's it called? Financial status.
Yeah, how much you have
at that point. How much I have with me, and I guess that's what she was trying to get to know, is if I had the proof of fund. So that's so she asked that. So you need to prepare yourself to let them know that, okay, you have that money. It's not that they're going to check. They are not going to check your account. So
you never seen it, but I think they checked for some people. I don't know, to be honest.
Okay, so
I'm not sure, but I've heard rumors of people saying that that they checked their accounts. To be honest, I'm not sure how true that is. But yeah, they asked him. This is just to let you know that they can ask.
They can ask you.
Yeah, they can ask you.
Just prepare for that. So she stamped my passport and I went through. Only for me to meet someone along the line, somewhere in Newcastle, and she was telling me that, do I know that she actually saw some people being taken back to another room.
So the fact that you collected visa is not, they can send you back home.
It's not total guarantee. They can actually send you back home from point of entry, so you have to be really prepared. Basically. So yeah, is any other thing? I think that's it. We've answered all the questions here actually. Yeah, all the questions are answered. So guys, that's basically the process from how we navigated long distance relationship and his own application process. So yeah, we hope you've been able to answer all your questions. If you have any more questions, ask in the comment section. I'll be there waiting for you. And don't forget to let me know if you want me to make the how we met story and our wedding planning story. Yeah, we've come to the end of this video. Do not forget to like, share,
What else? Subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.